What's up, guys? Nick at Night here. Today, I'm going to be showing you some epic replays. I know I normally play Clash Royale live, but I am now at my current highest, and these are all from earlier today. Pretty epic stuff happens in them as well. The deck I have been using has its ups and downs, its pros and cons, but these are some great examples here. So, this first one is going to be a really, really insane bug or like thing that happened to my Hog Rider that I wanted to show you guys, and it's the only one that I get wiped out against. I'll show you here, and also in this episode, I want to bring to life what has been posted over a month ago. In case you guys are curious, I know it sparked my interest in actually looking at this, but what happens is the chests that you get from winning battles are not random. And this has been posted on Reddit by Leo. He's I think a mod there. He has an emblem. I don't know. Maybe he's just a user, but thank you for that. I'll link that post down below. So I want to go through that here as I show you this. But here is what I want to talk about in this first replay. Then after that, I'll just let it play out. Watch my Hog. Ready? So the P.E.K.K.A. is hitting my Golem. The Hog is behind it, and he can't get through the gap. I'm going super slow motion now. We're going to half speed this thing. Look at the Hog. He's prancing away. He would have at least had 2 hits now on that tower. Finally gets it, and then the P.E.K.K.A. delivers a blow to the Hog and the Golem, and it was the ultimate slap in the face. After this, we go back and forth with a bunch of wows, and he ends up beating me, but I blame that Hog, man. Go around the other way. I don't know what to tell him. Anyway, about this post. So what happens is, this guy on Reddit, he dove into the coding of the game, or basically just the game files, which if you get the Google Play version, I'm sure you can get into like the app, or well, that's not the point. Here is what has been found. He posted it on a website that links off the Reddit, and what happens is after you start up the game, you have to do those like newbie levels, and you get 6 chests from them, I guess. And then after that, the 9th line of code when it comes to getting chests, watch this replay too, it's going to be good. After I talk about this, I'm just going to talk about Royale. So after your 9th line of code has been reached, you get a silver chest from destroying, I believe, the final tutorial, maybe? I haven't played the very beginning in a while now, but then after that, it says main cycle, and it starts the cycle of chests. And as you're going down, you get a magic chest with your 20th win. Now, that might not be your 20th win, because if you attack without gemming a chest done, or you have full chests and you click yes, I want a battle, and you win, you still won, but you didn't get a chest, so that could throw off the cycle. But if you win a battle and have an available chest slot, this cycle is which chest you will receive next. And it basically goes through a bunch of silvers, and it looks like there's a gold for every 5 or so-ish. And then it gets a little bit of randomness into it. And like I said, that first magic comes around your 20th win, and then if you scroll down, I don't see magic. It's just silver, 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 gold, silver, silver, gold, silver, 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 gold. And eventually, if I'm just trying to glance at the words, the next magic is around 140. So you can average about 100 battles that you have a chest available for. Also, this one right here, a crazy Golem wipeout. That was like a 1-push win. The Golem combo I've been using has a bunch of really good counters, a lot of cheap troops paired with it, and it's been working really well for me, so I'm going to continue to use it on to our current new max in Legends League. So basically, more or less, it's a repeating process that goes 248 lines of code deep, and then repeats from the beginning of when you beat the tutorial. That's all about that. Now let's just talk about these Royale replays, and if you guys are pumped, I know I am. There are more and more players every day, and apparently on Google, you can just, on Android, you can just Google the game file and install it anywhere. So if you're on Android, check that out. Check out the Reddit posts. Those are a lot of good, more advanced forum topics that aren't on the Supercell forums are on Reddit. And I know Clash Royale itself, for social media, they promote their Reddit quite a bit, so I think they want you guys to check it out as well. Anyway, here we go. We've got the Baby Dragon, normally a really good counter for the Minion Horde, but I found that if you have a Wizard and Minion Horde already down, the Baby Dragon can't take out the Minion Horde. If it's just the Horde, the Baby Dragon can deal with it. But right here, a strong Golem push. Some people say don't deploy your Golem until you know what defenses they have. On these replays, I kind of, if they're not doing anything and we're sitting full, I drop them in the back. I try to get to my Wizard as fast as possible. Here are the main things to keep in mind that I'm doing in these replays that I want to point out. I try to always have defensive barbs, defensive regular gobs, arrows, all ready, at least one of those. My ideal loadout would be having a Golem, Wizard, Barbarians, and I guess goblins or spear goblins, all 4 on my current cards. Maybe arrows. But what I do is I use the Hog Rider just to get a quick troop out, but I actually use him. You're going to see coming up here, and then I'll repeat it again. I use him a lot just to turn troops around when they're deployed and going to come at my tower, just to distract them long enough to where once the Hog Rider is gone, they turn back around, and the damage they were going to deal to my tower is like nothing. So right here, he drops a wizard. It's very common. The biggest thing you have to keep on the lookout for, and what I start to look out for now all the time, when you have your golem past the bridge and you put your wizard behind him, expect that they are going to go for your wizard, because once they clear him out, they just spam the golem and then he goes down. So I generally drop gobs or spear gobs or have the arrows ready. Even barbarians can work, but something with that wizard, because by himself he can survive a fireball, but if they drop like another wizard or a musketeer and your wizard's looking at their tower, you're in trouble. So right here, I just kind of dropped whatever I had. What I dropped was the Hog Rider, and like I said, all those troops are going to get delayed at the bridge, which can be a bad thing, because look, he gets another baby dragon into the mix. But I just have simple spear goblins and some arrows, trying to defend my tower as best I can here, but it looks like he's pushing pretty hard. Those barbs, the wizard, I only had a wizard available, and I cut myself a little bit short on elixir. However, the hog runs all the way down the track and gets the 3-crown win. That was a random 3-crown. I know he was trying to push for overtime to regroup and try to take me on longer, but 3 crowns are the name of the day. It's been a lot of 3-crown wins. It's been great. So moving on to the next one here, we've got legendary Aram from Phone Cats, who you guys may know, streamer and YouTuber, also very active in the Clash Royale community. But anyway, just doing some laughing. It's actually the most emotes spam you're going to see in any of the replays, besides a lot of those wows in the first one. So right here, his prince, right? I didn't have barbarians, my ideal counter. So I threw gobs and spear gobs. Despite having the 3 minions, which can absolutely wreck a lot of troops, I took the prince down enough and deployed them in a position to where he wasn't going to get a charge attack, and he only got 1 slam on my tower. 3 minions weren't the best thing that could come up to my tower, but we dealt with them just fine. He throws down the P.E.K.K.A., which lately I've been having trouble against the P.E.K.K.A. because the golem will get crushed by it. The wizard can't kill it that quick. So what are you going to do? Luckily, my wizard's hitting the P.E.K.K.A. and the crown tower at the same time. Now, here's where I like to use the Hog Rider. Whenever they deploy a defense just to the side of my wizard or in the center of their base, and my golem's already past it, I generally throw the Hog Rider across the river to take it out real quick. Here, I find that he has nothing to shoot any air, so I'm able to destroy his bomber and P.E.K.K.A. with the minion horde. Minion horde will eventually, I don't know, that was a really lucky shot. I don't know, they normally don't beat the baby dragon if they're already there, but luckily they were able to take that out for me. Now we're just having some fun going back and forth, and this was the one of the better replays, I believe, here coming up. So I know the right side is pretty much dead to rights with 147, but I like to just push for those 3 crowns if possible. Now here comes once again the prince, but I had the barbs ready just in time after deploying that golem with max elixir. I'm able to put the barbs down, an instant counter to the prince. The barbs will shut down a prince, a mini P.E.K.K.A., a hog rider, I don't know, a knight and some archers. Just throw the barbs down and have them ready. Then on the left side, I push with gobs and spear gobs. On the right side, I've got the golem. And now we're cooking with butter here, because if you can get goblins and spear goblins on a tower, I've been beaten with people just mirroring that combo. It's so frustrating. I got his P.E.K.K.A. all sorts of turned around, so he has to deploy that baby dragon, but my minion horde is right where he deploys it. So right here, look at that bomber. See how I threw the hog rider right behind it? The bomber went, wait, what? And by the time he turned around, because the hog rider was gone, the bomber didn't have any time to get even 1 bomb off on the tower. And then once again, he brings the prince back. So I start with the spear gobs, and then I move into the regular gobs, and they're able to damage him enough to where the tower will be able to take him out. And now once again, I just use whatever card I have to just make those troops coming in not target my tower like the golem, and then the hog rider sneaks past, and you can see the cannon. He's already at the tower by the time the cannon's down. The cannon will pull the golem, but that golem can sit there all day and have a good old time, I don't know, just walking around their base. The prince, the archers, I just throw some arrows in just because, and we actually are able to take out 2 towers and get a nice 2-0 win. So some of these were against a little lower level opponents. Some of them I believe were even, but overall I'm finding 8, 9s, and 10s all over the place. I'm kind of losing the 8s at this point. My actual record, which I'll pull up right here, we are at 32-22. We're on the top 200 just barely. I think I was like 180th in the world.